Alright, how's it going? Today we are going to look at filters again, but this time we are going to look at item filters and fluid filters as blocks. So there's 4 different ones. You have an item filter, you have a fluid filter, then you have an item and fluid filter, basically just the two of them together. We will look at that one later being used because currently I don't have a real need for that one. And the OR dictionary prefix filter. And to be honest, I don't really have much use for the fluid filter block, but we're going to go ahead and make one anyways just to show you how it works. So we need to make 2 of these, and I've got the pipes. So the item filter uses electrum. The fluid filter uses galvanized steel. And then the item and the OR dict use both. The main difference being the item and fluid uses item and fluid filters that way, and this one is item only because it's OR dict and it's this way, but it still uses the galvanized fluid pipes even though it doesn't really do fluids. So we need to go and do some galvanizing real quick. Now the reason why I don't really have a use for the fluid one is because for the most part I want to filter my fluids only one fluid per destination. I don't really need to put like an entire bank of fluids in one direction. Where with items, I absolutely do. For the most part, when it comes to fluids, I will do them with just a single block or the single cover filters, and I will show you when we make this thing why they're a bit different. Alright, so first one we're going to make here is the, and you know what, I really ought to make the filters that go with them first. So that's the fluid. I want to do the item first. So we're going to make 2 of those. So we need electrum pipes in the corners. We need the regular casing in the center. We need our hammer and our wrench. And there is our item filter. So basically what I'm going to be using this for is for separating out my ores. If you guys noticed before, I had put this hopper up here. It's set to 9 and it automatically puts, like if I grab this and I put that in there, it'll drop anything that is a divisible of 9 in there. Well, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this filter. I'm going to need to make much better hoppers for this, but we're going to get into that in the live stream later. But I wanted to show you guys the concept here. And Greg Scaffold It's trying to put me down because I shifted. Alright, so we're going to put this right here. And there's two different faces on this. If I grab my monkey wrench, you will see that if I put this to that side, that is your main facing. This one is your secondary facing. And if we look at this, the regular wrench does your main facing. Regular wrench does main facing. Monkey wrench does your secondary. And I've got a tutorial that'll kind of explain this. I'll link it up in the corner if you guys want to check that out. But basically, every one of the faces of this will take an input, except for this. This is your output facing. Anything that goes in any of the other 5 will come out this one. Anything that goes in this one will go out this one. So if it goes in any of the 5, it comes out on this side, which means we want it going down. Anything that goes into that one is going to come out this one. So for what we're doing, this does not matter. And what we're going to do is we're going to run, when I stop going down this scaffold, we're going to run a pipe right across the top of that so that everything can go through there. Now, the other thing we want to do is we want to make a Dict filter, which for that I'm going to have to go grab some more zinc plates because I got to make some more foil real quick. Luckily I made a whole bunch of these up. I just forgot to make them into foil. And now we're going to make our Dict filter. And like I said in the last one, we're going to do a live stream here in a few days. Maybe we'll get to it this weekend. And we're actually going to try to set all this up on that stream. Alright, so Dict pre-filter, I need 2 item ones. So we're going to go like this. We'll make 2 of those. For this, we're going to need a robust casing. And then we're going to need the electrums, which go here. We're going to need the galvanized that go there. And then we'll need the hammer and the wrench, which is just about out of durability. Oh, wait a minute. Dict. Oh yeah, these go this way. Alright, so there's that. So now this works exactly the same as that one, which I will get to the internals of it in a minute. But the outsides of it works exactly the same. The difference here being that you have one slot on the inside, where this one you have a whole lot of them. So what we're going to be doing with this is we have all of this stuff that's coming in here. But as far as Dictionary, we have 2 things. We have regular purified ores, and we have tiny purified ores. So what we want to do is we want to take one of these tiny purified ores and we want to plop that right in there, and you'll see it says crushed tiny purified. Alright, so what we want to do is we're going to take that and we're going to have it go right on, well, when I don't fall off my scaffold, we're going to have it go right there. And we're going to have the main facing go that way. Again, the secondary facing is not going to matter for this. And then we're going to run, when I stop falling off our scaffold, this pipe over like this into that box. Now what this is going to do is I'm going to take this pipe, which is going to be my input into that ore, which I put that in the wrong spot. Hold on. Okay. So this is going to take anything that can go through that. We'll go into there. Yep, I did this wrong. We need that. And then, dadgummit. Okay, the whole shifting to go down this thing, pissing me off. Alright, so we're going to do that, that. We're going to have this come across here. And I know for right now this kind of looks a little confusing. But it'll make sense in just a second. I hope. Alright, and I'm going to run this pipe down and right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And now what we want to do is we have alumnia, we have gibbsite, hematite, ilmenite, and that's the main things that we're filtering out right now. That's what we have in here. So for our item filter, we want to put each one of these in there. Now we can technically put in 5 things, but this is what we're really worried about at the moment. So what's going to happen with this is anything that I put, which for right now we're going to use a hopper. We're going to put that right there. Anything I put in here, if it is recognized as being a tiny, will go into that Dict filter, in through this filter, and into here. And it should not reach here. Now the reason why it did reach there is because of that pipe not having the bandwidth that it needed for how quick it comes through here. When we actually set this up on the server, we're going to, or on the live stream, we're going to have 2 of these, and that'll take care of it. We'll have 1 for purified and 1 for tiny purified. So I'm just kind of showing you the idea. Actually, if I do this, that should help, because that should not come through there faster. Technically, I don't think they should be going through there faster because of the limitation of the pipe. Because these pipes can only run as fast as these, but Actually, that alumnia was stuck in there. Why was that alumnia stuck in there? Okay. Well, let's try this a little different. Let's put this hopper here. And we're actually going to, let's see, in here we have 4 alumnia. So if I throw that in there, we should have 5. And we don't. Why do we not? Why is that not going through the... Did I set my facing incorrectly? Most definitely should not need this one, but let's do that too. Okay, so that did it. Why did that do it? Because the primary facing should be set by the wrench. The monkey wrench should set the secondary facing. So why did it go out the secondary facing instead of the primary facing? I'm actually confused at this point. So now if I do this, that in there, it's still ending up in there. So that tells me that this facing needs to go that way as well. Put that in there. Now it's not going in there, it's going in here. Okay. So let's go load this up again. Element, hematite, hematite. Throw these in there. And then I should have only 9s in there, which I absolutely do. So either my memory is backwards on my facings, and which wrench does which. Let me... See, this is what's good about a tutorial. Maybe I need to go watch my own tutorial. Let me check this out real quick. I'm going to pop this out of here. We're actually going to go check it out. I'm going to do what I like to call a bench test. Alright, so we're going to take this. We're going to stick it on that side. We're going to stick that on that side. And we're going to stick a hopper up here on the top. And then we're going to put a box there, a box there. We're going to wrench that open. And we're going to go grab a stack of hematite. So that's the one I'm changing with the wrench, which is the one that I think is the main facing. So when I put these in here, should go that way. And it did. It did not go that way. So why did it not work up there? And that means that if I take out this box, and if this is the main facing, or the secondary facing, let me have this hopper real quick. If I put that there, and I put that in there, then it should still end up over here, which it does. Because that's a secondary facing. So, one last test. If we switch these around, and we put the box on this side, and we put the hopper on that side, now this would be going in the main facing, so therefore it should come out the secondary. And it does exactly the way I explained it, exactly the way I remember it. So why in the world did I have to put both of them down to the hopper? The hopper could not be trying to send them back up. Should only be trying to come down. Okay, I'm at a loss. I will have to give you guys the answer to this next time. But for right now, if you try to set this up, make sure that you have both facings going the direction that you want things to go, just to make sure they absolutely go that way, I guess. I seriously want to try this one more time. So I put that out that way. Because this is really driving me nuts right now. I'm quite used to me making a mistake and forgetting something. But when I test it out, it works exactly the way I'm expecting. It drives me nuts when it didn't do it. Put a whole stack of gibbsite in there, which means it should have ran through here, and I should have a stack of gibbsite in there, because it goes through there, into that pipe, through here, and down into there. And it didn't. I guarantee you that is in that pipe right there, because it's stuck and it's not going through the filter and into the... Yep, it's sitting right there. Okay, so yeah, I'm confused, and we're gonna have to leave it on. I'm confused, and hopefully Greg will watch this in a couple days or today when you guys see it, and he can tell me basically either why I'm being stupid and not understanding this as I thought I did, or what is actually happening that doesn't seem correct. But like I said, if you just wrench both faces down, then it most definitely will work properly and everything is happy-go-lucky. So, sorry for the confusing ending, and I will show you guys the actual proper way I'm going to set this up in the live stream, and we will do a after stream thing where I give you a short summary of how it works or what all we did. Basically, I'm going to move all of that contraption somewhere else and make it a whole lot bigger. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If anybody else happens to know what the issue is, let me know. And I will see you guys later. By the way, last time I left a card for our server that we just started a little while back. If you guys would like to check that out, there's 6 or 8 of us playing on there. It's our Patreon server. If anybody's interested in joining us, you can go check out our Patreon, which will be linked here on the end screen to get access to it. And I'll go ahead and leave another card for it here. It's a little bit different than what it's going to be here. It's going to be mainly just streaming over there and more of fun interactions between all of us rather than just a strict playthrough type of thing. So have a good one, guys.